Looks like exactly the same thing that we just had. Let's see. No, not a chance. I tell you, it is a delightfully mild day. There was only one other car at the trailhead, and the trail that I'm picking today is a bit of a bunk trail. It's in bad condition, so I reckon it's just you and me out here, folks, and that's nice. High 60s, maybe low 70s. And for the first time in a week and a half, uninhibited by wildfire smoke, which has been keeping me a gear or two below what I like to operate at. It's actually been a bit of a pain. I know some people that have been having some health problems with that. I've had it worse than me. But today, we don't got to worry about that. All we got to worry about is what's on the menu, and I'm excited for what's on the menu. I'll tell you what. Today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going through a full day's worth of rations of surplus humanitarian aid. So basically what that means is the packets, the care packets that we send to ally countries in need as humanitarian aid come in packs of daily rations. Now, it is going to be a little bit wasteful. Let me turn that brightness up a little bit. It is going to be a little bit wasteful because I'm not going to eat all of a whole day's worth of rations in one go. But unlike the packs that I get, I have no idea what's in this one. I would imagine there's a pretty wide range, or like a fairly decent variety, if it's to last you the whole day. But also could be as simple as, you know, some water purification tablets and high calorie like protein bars. So we'll see. I wanted to do this not only because it's exciting, but we're at episode 5, and I want viewers and syndicators to trust this series, you know? I want it to be known that I'm going to be bringing a diverse collection of MREs, field ready meals, and just general content. And I didn't want to wait until later in the run to bust out this humanitarian aid pack, because I didn't want to lose any viewership that might have otherwise enjoyed it. And to that point, before we get to camp, wax a little philosophical to you, because I realized something that's really helpful to anyone that's competitive or high achieving, or perhaps just anyone in general in life. So I'm going to pull back the curtains a little bit, and if that bores you, I'm sorry. We'll get to camp soon. I'm going somewhere I've never been before today, so when we find it, we'll know it. But a little life lesson that served me well to learn this past week. I'm going to give a few numbers here, and they serve the point. So, episode 1 has been picked up by 32 additional stations across the country, meaning in multiple states across the country, Rations is playing on their local cable channel. And if you're one of those people watching it right now, thank you so much. I hope you're having a good time watching it, and just know for sure I'm having a good time doing it. But 32 is an excellent number, In the eyes of someone that programs TV, such as myself, it is a very vindicating number. And episode 2, in the 3 or 4 weeks since it's run, as of filming this, was syndicated 30 times. Episode 1, 32. Episode 2, 30. And episode 3 comes out, and it was my favorite one to that point, and it's syndicated 26 times. And then episode 4 comes out, syndicated 23 times. And I couldn't help but think to myself, well, 23 is still an astounding number for a guy going out in the woods, as he would do anyways. But it ain't no 32. And so I considered 32 the win. 32 was the peak of the mountain. And if 32 is the win, then of course 23 is a loss, right? Or certainly at the very least not a win. There's 9 stations that picked up the first episode, that didn't pick up the 4th. So you could extrapolate that if 32 is the win, those 9 episodes are a loss. But here's the point, and here's why I'm saying all this. 32 isn't the win because 9 left. Because 9 didn't see it through to episode 4. I can't call 32 the win when it inevitably has the loss within it. 23 is the win because 23 is the number of people that stuck around. Stations that stuck around across the country airing this show. 32 is the peak of the mountain, but the win is not how high you can climb. The win is where you're able to set up base camp afterwards because of how high you climbed. Everyone's gonna go to the new shiny thing. Episode 1 of any new series, if packaged right, is gonna be appealing to people programming TV. But the bright shiny object is not the win. It's what stays after that shininess fades. And it's the same with anything. You think if any of you guys go to the gym, you set a new PR, right? So I'm maybe a week or 2 away from maxing out the tricep pushdown machine. I weigh 235. The max pushdown weight that you can do on that machine is 265. So 30 pounds more than my body weight. Once I get that new PR, it'd be easy to think that that's the win, right? But you can't set a PR every day. Every time you go, you're not gonna have a personal record. If the peak is your win, then every other moment that's not the peak has to, by default, be your loss. And that's not the case. If every day I do 225 pounds on the tricep pushdown, that's the win. Not the one day that I pushed it all the way through to 265. The peak is not the win. The win is when you're able to sustainably raise the bar to a level you weren't at before. In relationships, in business, in your hobbies, in everything that you pursue. Don't let stats do a number on you. That was a fortune cookie I got once. And know that the highest high, be proud of it, but that's not the win. The win is your new baseline after that highest high. All right, where I'm at looks beautiful. I'm not ready for camp yet though. I think I'm ready to give you a time lapse. Here we go. We didn't have to go super far, because look what I just found. Might not look like much. There's 2 separate limbs that are stuck together in the perfect V, which to me screams back support, and back support screams camp. I think that was the right move. I am pretty comfy. If you can ever find back support and a downward slope, that is the height of luxury. Alright, let's unpack this. Food gift from the people of the United States of America. This bag contains 1 day's complete food requirement for 1 person. Humanitarian Daily Ration. This is so comfy, I'm just gonna kick back and relax, dude. I'm laying back. It's all good. Let's see what's in the humanitarian aid that we give our allies. Nope. Might not be able to open it by hand. Alright, so let's check it out. This is a pretty good pack. I feel like a kid on Christmas. What do we got? Bean salad? Beans with potatoes? 2 different things? Oh my goodness, dude, check this out. Guys, this is a good one. To any of the stations that stopped syndicating, my goodness. What are you doing? You're missing out. Alright. We've got strawberry jam. I'm really excited, guys. Banana apple smoothie. Crackers and big cracker. 1 big cracker. Sunflower butter. It says need before opening. Alright. Nice if I had my cat here. Do you have to need before opening for the strawberry jam? Nope. Ooh, what I could do, I could break this cracker in half, put the strawberry jam on 1 half, and the sunflower butter on the other half, flip them over and have like a cracker, peanut butter and jelly, sunflower butter and jelly, but oatmeal cookie, love it. Alright, this looks good. Beans with potatoes. Wow. More strawberry jam. That's nice. I can put some on the cracker and some, try some just as it is. Oh, this one comes with a spoon. Height of luxury, guys. And then bean salad. Alright, so what should we start with? I know the cookie has to be dessert, so we'll set that aside. We've got wet naps, salt and pepper. That's good. Beans with potatoes sounds really good. But since that sounds better than the bean salad, I'll start with the bean salad. Banana apple smoothie. My goodness. Again, guys, this is the height of luxury. And then, you know what, maybe we'll start with our cracker sandwich. Why not, right? I'll leave 1 strawberry jam to the side. First, open up the cracker. Oh, it is not just one. To feel it, you might think that it would be. It's got saltine vibe going on here. I'm gonna try one of these broken off smaller pieces. Wow, that is dry, as you can see. But there ain't nothing wrong with it. Something about being out in the woods, dude. If you're hungry. If you're ever in a position where you need this, it's great. I know I say that all the time, but like, this is nothing. But it's accessible where it would not otherwise be accessible. All right. Let's try to make this sandwich. The bugs are getting kind of ridiculous, so I might have to break out the bug spray pretty soon. But first, strawberry jam. You take the strawberry jam, put it on the cracker like this. Lest I forget that I'm doing a TV show. Give you a good view if I can. Alright, I don't need much, that'll work. A piece just fell, so I'll try that just by itself. Oh yeah. Sunflower butter I've never had, but I've heard of, because I've been using it a lot lately. Oh jeez. Tastes like peanut butter. I've been using it a lot lately for kids that are allergic to peanut butter. Not super visually appealing. Put those two together. PB&J cracker. Holy cow, that's a big ant. Well, let's see how the PB&J cracker is. A lot of what I'm thinking about when I rate these things is like, unless you're camping and doing this by choice, what are you missing in your life when you're eating these? Home, stability, the feeling of safety at home. And so I'm thinking, does this give you that vibe in a way that makes you feel it? Peanut butter and jelly. That's home, right? That's safe, stable. So does this peanut butter and jelly cracker approximate that feeling in a way that works? Yes. Yes, it does. Enough so that, like with all this other food, I kind of still want to keep eating this. Why wouldn't you want to feel safe? Why wouldn't you want to feel home? Especially if you are not safe and you are not home. Sunflower butter. Sunflower or sun butter? And jelly sandwich cracker. 8 out of 10. Now we get to the luxury items. Bean salad, baby. With a spoon, nonetheless. I don't know if any of you caught the taco episode, but a spoon would have been helpful in that moment. Got a tendency to forget things, so I just placed my keys on my bag. Okay. What's going on here? Look at the color of this. Smells vinegary, which feels like a nod to its safety. Shelf stability. I don't have dates for any of these, so I don't know what's good to eat and what's not, but bean salad. Let's check it out. Face value, don't like. Body's telling me not to eat that. 1 out of 10. If I needed it, I could have eaten it. Eaten. But yeah, no, don't like. Let's move on to the beans with potatoes. I'm hoping, because I was looking forward to this, I'm hoping this is not the same story. Hoping this one does work. But yeah, we got that reddish tint to it. That's just got me a little bit worried. This looks like exactly the same thing that we just had. Let's see. No. Not a chance. That has turned. I do not know how old that is, but I wonder if it says. No thank you. Okay, so that cracker, 8 out of 10. I'm going to reprise my score for the beans and grade them together. 0.5 out of 10. I suppose if you need it, you can eat it, but I don't need it. So I am not going to eat it. Makes me a little hesitant for this next part. When we wrap up with the oatmeal cookie, that's going to be fine regardless. But next, banana apple smoothie. Looks like it's all primarily real ingredients, you know. Banana puree, bananas, and ascorbic acid. I don't know what that is, to be honest with you. I'm a dang fool. Maltodextrin, sugar, whole milk solids, apple juice concentrate, water, fully refined soybean oil, citric acid, and cinnamon. Contains milk. That doesn't sound like a good idea, right? If the thing preserving your food is the acid, why would you have a milk-based item? Right, I can't get this open all the way without risking it exploding on me, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to just squeeze it out. Okay. I was a little nervous based off of the beans. And when this hits you, it is immediately sour, which could be indicative of being bad. But the cinnamon's doing a lot of heavy lifting. I'm learning through this show that I do actually like cinnamon a bit. Holy cow, in this little pouch, 45 grams of sugar. That'll wake you up. Clean off my hands. All right. If I wasn't already turned off by the beans, I would probably have continued that. And I think I would have liked it. But with the acidity that high, and the fear of the beans having been well past safe eating, I'm going to take that down the road at a 5, and then knock one off to be safe, 4. But it could have gotten to like a 6 or a 7. Wild that the crackers are by and large the highest winning so far. I don't see a world where this oatmeal cookie wins, but I'm excited for it, and I don't know if it'll work flavor wise, but I do still have this pack of strawberry jam. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to try this cookie by itself. It is very hard. I wonder how old this pack is. I'm going to try this by itself, and if it doesn't scare me, I might put some strawberry jam on it. That smells good. I've been using this as a describing word a lot lately, and as a means to score points, but it smells safe. That's good. Don't know if you can hear that or not. It is hard, so let's see. I want to make it perfectly clear. I don't expect these to not be hard. I don't expect soft, delightful cookies. I'm just telling you what I am experiencing. And I like it. What I am experiencing is good. I don't know if it's because I came out hungry with the intent of eating a whole day's worth of stuff, or if it's because it's just that good. But I like this a lot. You know, it's weird. It's a very dry, well-preserved, shelf-stable cookie. But there's something about it that tastes creamy. I don't know. So, I'm going to open up this other strawberry jam and see if that benefits this at all. I'll do it on the smaller piece, so I don't waste it if it doesn't work. Strawberry jam, oatmeal cookie. Let's see. It does not make it better. It does make it worse. But if you're in a rush to get calories in, it's a vessel to do that, especially if you need sugar. Yeah, that's a win. 7 out of 10. Oatmeal cookie. Humanitarian Daily Ration.